Hello, and welcome to another update video about Solana. It is clear that we are in some kind of a pullback. We've already been watching for that pullback yesterday. Well, yesterday we didn't have a top confirmation here, but I highlighted to you that we had a possible 5-wave pattern, complete or nearly complete. So we should be watching for a pullback to start soon. I could now add a support zone for this pullback. So we're going to zoom in a minute. Quick reminder, bigger picture, tracking here a 4th wave as a triangle. Still, no change. This could still turn into something different, but I'm tracking this as 3rd wave top in March, then wave A to the downside, that's wave A of 4, which bottomed here in April, around the 13th of April. This year was likely a B wave rally, which topped around the 20th of May. Then we had this as a C wave decline, which bottomed in June. Most recently, a few days ago actually. And then the thesis is at the moment that the D wave could have started, but this would need to be confirmed by the price successfully holding micro support at $125.70. So I'm going to zoom in a minute, but let's talk about the bigger picture. That would then be, if we follow through, a D wave, which should form a lower high actually, and then the E wave down forming a higher low. Then we have A, B, C, D, E, yeah. And from here, then we could start a 5th wave to the upside. That could take a few more weeks, however, if this is what's playing out. Now, this doesn't need to be what's playing out. I mean, it could also be simply an A, B, C flat correction. It would be the same scenario, essentially, where we're tracking a wave 4, all right? Where we're tracking a wave 4. But it would just be a different way of, a different variation of a wave 4. It would not be a triangle, it would be a flat correction in which the price could go down a little bit lower, probably into that support area down there. And one key level to watch is the $109 level. First of all, that is the 23.6 fib level, but it's also the 100% extension just below that of the initial wave A. So pay attention to that. Could always go lower, but any break below 119, which is probably going to be a support level should we get there, but it's also the invalidation point for the triangle. Well, that wasn't reached yet, but if that breaks, then I can't call that a triangle anymore. The triangles are no high probability patterns anyway, so I would not be surprised if it breaks, but it's at the moment a pattern we can work with. I think that's the main purpose. Looking at the 1-hour chart then, we had a great signal down here that a bounce was coming. There was a trend line here, and also the wave count to the downside was full, and our target area was triggered there. I took it off now. And we had a 5-wave move up. Mentioned that yesterday. I can count that as a 5-wave move. So I call that wave A in a 5-wave move. That gives us a, let's say, higher likelihood that in any pullback now, the price should hold a higher low. Not guaranteed. There's a small wave degree. We are within a larger corrective pattern, but still, it is something to talk about. And it is a decent, it's probably one of the clearer charts at the moment. At least Solana behaved nicely in recent weeks, followed through to reach downside targets. And now, this could be the B wave pullback, B wave correction, which I've labeled as an A, B, C flat. The C wave is likely unfolding of that B wave. Micro support is defined here between $132.92 and $125.74. And from here then we could start the next move up. But at the moment it seems as if we're caught in that B wave pullback. In terms of micro support, I mean, structurally the last swing low is at 136. So once that's taken out, the price should get towards round about $132.90. And we don't need to have a deep wave B. Could just be shallow before the C wave continues. So that's how I see, and I can probably take this trend line off now. We don't need that. I mean, it could actually maybe adjust it to the latest high. Then we still have 3 touch points. So it's going to be an interesting one. Could then be a breakout signal to the upside, right? Not the most reliable trend line, but I think now we have 3 clear touch points with that latest high. So let's see if a higher low holds in the pullback. And only below $125.74, I would assume that something more bearish is playing out. Either the C wave of the triangle is still unfolding, or we are in the larger C wave of that flat correction. But bear in mind, below $119, the idea of a triangle is basically invalidated. That's the update of or about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.